Now let's look at the database side of things and see how we are implementing this. And what I'm going to do is the status bar is exposed down here. So as I move the mouse over these remove from my picks links, you can see what is going to happen. We're going to call a function called addRemoveMyPic.php and pass in 3 parameters. Facebook user ID, which is the user ID of this person. Pick ID, which is 67 for the Adirondack Pet Lodge. If I come down here to the Great Adirondack Soup Company and you look at the status bar at the bottom, you'll see, when I move it back over, that it's 47. Otherwise, the information is the same. So I am passing in a Facebook user ID, the ID of the pick that I want to remove, and the action will be the string remove. As you can imagine, if I want to go the other way, I'm going to pass in, I'm going to call the same function, I'm going to pass in the same Facebook user ID, I'm going to pass in the same pick ID, and the action is going to be add. Because on the list of picks, either in Browse Picks or Friends Picks, for each pick, I already have the pick ID, so I can construct that string. So let's take a look and see how the database is structured. And I'm going to go over here and look at the database, and we'll go into and I'm going to go into everything is stored in a table called user picks. And I'm going to order things by pick ID. You haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to show you all of the fields and you'll see where it is. And what I've got in this table, this is what's called a join table. It's a very, very simple table. And what it does is to join a pick ID with a Facebook user ID. This is the unique record, the primary key for each record in the table. And I've ordered things by the pick ID. And so you can see that pick ID number 37 is on the lists of 1, 2, 3, 4 users. Pick ID 38 is on the list of 4 users as well. 39 is on 2 users. If I come down here and order by FBUID, I will then see for each user what their picks are. And here, this user has 2 picks. This user, has a lot of picks. It's one of my major test accounts. So you can see that this table is a very tiny table, very easy to maintain, very few columns, but it works very quickly. You can go into it either through Facebook user ID or through picks. So if I've got an ID of the user or of friends of the users, I can go in with those user IDs, find all the picks very quickly. If I have a pick, I can find out who the users are. That's not terribly useful because I can only access users if they're friends of the user, so I start from the user's ID. And that's what we do in the retrieve from database call. But this is a very standard structure of a join table, and that's all you need to do. These fields, the last modification date and the primary key, are generated automatically by the database. You just pass in the Facebook user ID and the pick ID, or whatever it is that you're storing in the join table, and that's all you have to do.